Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move your life forward the most positive way possible. I got the fan rolling in case you were wondering. Okay, so this is for that Mid-Gemini season running from June 6th to the 20th. I started it on June 6th because I wanted to see what was going on with that energy. We just had that big eclipse. Well, we'll have that big eclipse by the time you see this. The eclipse will actually be on this Friday, so you just have time to think about what it is that you're going to release and let go of in order to bring the joy and the happiness into your life, right? So it is for you happening in your 12th house. This is the breaking down of the ending. Okay, so the 12th house is about major belief systems. It is about spirituality. It is about your hopes, your goals, your dreams. And so this eclipse is saying, you know, what are you willing to give up? What belief system, what long-held thoughts or, you know, idea that you always had about something or whatever in order to manifest in your life what you're really in alignment with, what it is you really want to do, and what are you curious about, and what can we bring to you. And so this starts for you. Okay, so we have this, and then in 2 weeks we have a new moon in Cancer in your 7th house of partnership eclipse, and then on July 5th we have the last eclipse in Capricorn for, you know, what is it, 18 years, I believe, yes. And so it's a big deal, right? It's like really wrapping things up, all the things that you should have been learning over the last, you know, 18 months or so. So let's just see where this is going to take you, right? So this is an opportunity to release something in order to start prepping yourself to really launch out and head out in the direction you want to go. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. I am using this cute little deck that I got. If you have kids and they want an oracle deck, I'm recommending this one. It's got a field guide to where the dragons live, where you can find them, little cute stories about them. It's very child friendly, and therefore I love it. It's fun. All right, so this is past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions. I'll clarify them, and this is your overall energy is you have the banana dragon. It's gather. This has to do with where's your tribe. Who is your tribe? And so getting rid of these long-held beliefs about, you know, systems that don't work for you, that are trapping you in situations where you don't feel at home, where you feel out of place, might be the thing that comes up. Then the center of this is you have children. You have the grape jelly dragon. Okay, so we have jelly. We just need peanut butter. Okay, so the grape jelly dragon. So this is in the heart space. So it could be about children. Absolutely, it could be about your children. It could be about when you were a child. But it feels more like inner child work to me. Like being creative, having fun, maybe getting finally out there a little bit. And spending some time with friends, and then maybe you discover this friendship doesn't work, or that one doesn't work, or, you know, whatever. So let's just see where this takes us. So in the area of where you've been trying to seek more information, you have the gratitude of the cantaloupe. The cantaloupe dragon, he's so freaking cute. Okay, so the cantaloupe dragon. Okay, so he has a little bee buzzing around there too. So I want to say, you know, be grateful for, if you feel like you're overworked, be grateful, I guess, that you have plenty of work. If you wish that you had more work, remember to be grateful for the fact that we all took a break of sorts, right? I know a lot of Capricorns are like, oh my gosh, and I mean, I'm a Capricorn rising, right? And so I was going to get so much done, and then I got COVID, I got the virus, and so I had to stop. I know another one who got hurt and had to stop. And so, like, some of us, you know, depending on what, you know, but I have a friend that works in healthcare, and she has not had a break. It's been boom, 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 boom. And she is Capricorn rising and sun. I mean, no break there. So it just kind of depends on which side of the spectrum you're on. So think about that, but be grateful for when you live in an attitude of gratitude, when you find the joy and the gratefulness in the moment, it does raise your vibrational energy, which brings you more things. And so the secret to transforming your life right now is having a goal. I just heard Zig Ziglar in my head. You have to have goals. He's from Texas, and that didn't sound at all like him. So very sorry. I apologize to all the Texans and to anyone in Zig Ziglar's family, but I know that Zig Ziglar in spirit is laughing his butt off right now, so it's all good. Okay, so you're thinking about how can I have more energy to get done all the things I want to do with these goals that I have. Okay, Capricorn, I want to say balance, please. Don't forget that the secret to success is having fun with your inner child. And if all you're thinking about is all your work and all the things that you have to do, then you might be missing the point. I'm just going to throw that out there. So in the recent past, you've been struggling with this whole artichoke dragon. Look how guarded he is, right? It's the guarded. It's prickly, right? So you're guarding your heart. You know, sometimes when we've been hurt, we start to shut down. And we don't let anyone in. And so our inner child is wounded. It doesn't feel loved, especially if anything like happened in your childhood, and you felt like you weren't good enough. And so you always had to work really hard to be appreciated or accepted. And so letting your child play, your inner child play, becomes really important so that you could start to open up that heart space. What's really interesting is they're both green and purple. This one is the heart chakra, but, you know, in touch with intuition. This one is pretty more evenly balanced, intuition and the green, right? So, but this green isn't vibrant. This one's got a lot of like kind of washed out. It's silvery, like maybe High Priestess energy, but this, look at how vibrant that is. And I feel like the vibrancy in your life, bringing the color back. Like if you're so guarded, then you're not vibrant, right? It's the same color schemes, but this one looks dull compared to how vibrant this one is. And so I feel like letting your inner child out to play, enhancing that creativity in your life would color your world, I heard. Okay, excellent. Woo! And then we have the pineapple dragon who has shown up so much in the heart space. The pineapple dragon is about hospitality anyway. But in the heart space, see, you've been so guarded, but if you start letting that inner child to have fun, you are going to attract into your life the right people. This doesn't mean it's a one-on-one relationship because we have gather. And so I think that when you open up your heart to, when you release those values, those long-held beliefs that you've had that have kept you kind of trapped and guarded into a situation, I'll give you for instance, raised Catholic, and for the longest time, even when I was struggling with a lot of things, and I'm definitely not Catholic bashing here, so I want to be very clear about that. But there were certain things that I was struggling with personally that I'm like, I don't understand that, or that doesn't make any sense to me. And so as that started happening, you know, I would go to church sporadically. I went from teaching religious education to going to church sporadically. And I went to my old parish where, oh my gosh, my social life really revolved around. I have so many friends, and I just loved it. And I just used to love going to Mass there. And I went into Mass, and the sermon that day, the priest said, it was the Good Shepherd sermon, and he said, "Are you good sheep?" And I thought I wanted to bolt out of there and go running out of there. I clenched up inside and I was like, oh my gosh. No, who wants to be a sheep? Like, no, we're individuals. And for me, that was a defining moment when I realized I was no longer Catholic, right? And so there was this moment where I had to change. I had to change my group. I still have friends. The friendships are the same, but the community in which I meet with them is not at the church. I meet in the community of Facebook or in conversations on the phone or, you know, going out one-on-one. And so none of that, you know, But for me, my community aspect, my long-held belief that I was Catholic, it broke down. And so there might be something like that, like this identity that you have about who you are, who you believe you to be, that has been, you know, been running your life in a way. Not running your life. That's not the word I want. But it definitely steers your life. It's been a guiding principle. There might be something like that with this. Okay, so we have this Sagittarius because we're shifting the nodes, and this will not be the only. This will not be the only. Over the next 18 months, there'll be 2 more eclipses in Sagittarius that are going to really challenge you to think about these spirituality beliefs, these belief systems that are guiding lights and principles in your life, whatever those are. And so being willing to allow yourself to become more vibrant, more childlike, more curious, right? Because the North Node will be in Gemini, and Gemini is the curiosity of Gemini is very childlike. It's like, oh, I want to know more about that. Oh, what about this? Why is the sky blue? Why does that snail go really slow? Why is the jackrabbit really fast? Oh my gosh, did you see that butterfly over there? Why is it that color? Like, what are you curious about, right? And so you're going to be really encouraged to let go of some long-held beliefs and allow yourself to be curious and chase the butterfly to see where it goes, to figure out what it is, and open up your heart space to new relationship with yourself, new relationship with spirit, in new relationships with other people, shifting and changing. I did not expect this reading to get like this. I really was looking for lighthearted ones, but apparently Spirit doesn't listen to me. All right, I'm not in charge. Okay, so here you go. This is kind of important work that you're doing. So you guys, like your whole life in your first house, there's been a lot of shifting and changing with these Capricorn in your first house and your 7th house of partnerships. And now you're going to be asked to look at your 12th house and your 6th house of work-life balance and belief systems. And how do I make this all work? That's the next 18 months that you have coming up here. So a lot of important work, and I feel like you're setting up for it. And so how are you launching forward out of this eclipse? Because you've got 2 more coming in your 1st and your 7th house, like in the next 30 days. No breaks for you, right? And so here, this belief system, this shifting, but look how vibrant these colors are, the present and the moving forward. It's a beautiful thing, but you need a goal, you need a direction, you need some place that you're aiming for. You're going to have to figure out where to get the energy to do this. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so have you felt like you've been sitting on go? I don't know, a Capricorn, that timing's been an option. Either there's not been enough time or there's been way too much time. But this way too much time has given you a chance to really activate your spirituality, if that is your situation. So I hope you took advantage of it. And to the Capricorns that are still busting their butts because they're considered essential, deep breath. Find the moments where you can to breathe and to have some fun and to relax and allow things to flow along, to bring that balance in. Believe me, you're going to have an opportunity for balance over the next 18 months. We're going to be drilled with that. Look at this. Prosperity is, goals, getting in touch and healing your inner child, and prosperity. What is happening right now is so freaking magical here. Stay in flow with spirit and move along with it and see where it takes you. If you have a business idea, this is beautiful energy for it. And so maybe you've been taking advantage of this. We have Fertile, the kiwi dragon, because they have a lot of seeds and they're prolific, I guess. Okay, so the kiwi dragon for Fertile. This is prosperity. This week, coming up on the eclipse, or maybe it was the week before. I'll link them below. But we talked about in the Capricorn reading about the need to focus on your goals and working toward them. And I just want to say Spirit is doubling down on that. Like, the timing maybe wasn't the obstacle that you think it was. Like, it was there for a reason, because this looks so freaking good. So open up your heart to the changes. Open up your heart to the new communities that you're developing and the ways that you're going. And work on managing, because Gemini is your 6th house of work-life balance. And so work on, because it's going to be in focus a lot over the next 18 months, working on keeping that in balance, that work-life balance, and allowing yourself to, I'm laughing because the Kingfisher came out. I don't know what they say, but when I see the Kingfisher, I just think you need patience, like timing. It's about timing. But let's just see what we have here. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, I didn't mean to look, but we have the Osprey, which is my one of my spirit animals. And says success is at hand. Allow the abundance to flow effortlessly. We have prosperity. We have fertile. We have prosperity, again, is flowing. Okay, these both say prosperity is flowing. I'm just saying. This one says allow the abundance to flow effortlessly. This one says prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the proper form. So don't worry so much about the timing. And we have, oh, the white owl, the wisdom and the messages of the divine are within you. Get in touch with your inner child. You will know what brings you the joy. Wow. Capricorn, nice reading. Nice reading. Timing is fine. Don't worry about it. I really want to encourage you to stay grounded, because I just saw this. It says guarded, but it looked like it said grounded to me for a moment. And so, you know, get out in nature, go for walks, help keep the balance in your life, saltwater baths to help you ground. Looks like you have a lot going on, so you need your mind clear to receive the messages of the divine to help you. But you have to be, remember at the beginning of the year, we talked a lot, we got a lot of that whips kept showing up all the time. It was all about consistent, disciplined action. And I feel like if you're building something now is the time for that. Consistent, disciplined action. So in the heart space, it says, consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. And I feel like this is, how committed are you to this project that you love? Are you committed to be consistent, to put in the effort, to bring the prosperity? It starts with writing down your goals. So write down your goals. Start there, because you have that new moon coming up in Cancer in 2 weeks, and you know this is in the future, this fertility. So right now, if you don't have time to do anything else, maybe you're working really hard and you're like, yeah, I don't have time to think. You know, try to find just a few minutes when you're in the shower and think about what it is you want to go and do, and then, if at all possible, write them down. That's a commitment you make to yourself. That's like a contract, right? If you can't do that, at least talk out loud in the shower while you're taking the shower and say, you know, higher self, this is what I want. Help me to create it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you have music and stargazing. Spirit is trying to communicate with you. Music is so amazing. It helps to realign us, but also messages come through, but it's that high vibrational energy of spirit downloading things. And of course, that stargazing looks like downloading of information also. And what is it that you want? The goals, right? The stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. That's that finding that time. Just, it doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be, again, I hear consistent. Okay, and music. Listen carefully, for there may be a messenger in the music you hear. A message. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm Oh, and it says, and charm fairies to your door, which means to bring opportunities to you. So, you know, because we got the Pied Piper there going on. Okay, so gosh, my nose is just, you guys, this is amazing, and your intuition will flow more freely when you reveal, and will reveal what you need to know about your situation. 12th house work. Pay attention to your dreams also. But if you can, you know, if you can get outside and spend some time outside, wow, the itching is something. My whole, right, you got to have goals. Write them down. Write them down, and then, it does not have to be running at full tilt, and it doesn't need to be giant steps. It's step by step. The image I had for you guys last week was walking on a tightrope. So it's baby steps, but it's moving in a direction. It is about moving forward. So start with writing it down if you haven't done that yet. And then if you have done that, then write down what the next step is. You don't have to go very fast, but you got to be moving. Because when you do, then the energy is flowing in that direction. And that's how you get in flow with spirit. And they pick you up and they carry you. It's beautiful. Okay, I will see you back here next week. And we'll cover the next 2 weeks, which I think covers one of those eclipses. So we'll see. All right. You guys take care. We'll talk soon.